To the Walter Agency's CRT 2025 RMFL and RMNA season launch. And it's a very big welcome to the lovely, and she looked fantastic, Cassie Breon. Welcome.
Thank you, Matt. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for having me. Matt, it's an absolute pleasure to be here with you tonight. You've been the brains and the brawns of all of this evening, so thank you for all your support and help with getting this together, so thank you.
You are going to make us look very good, I've got no doubt about that. Now, Cassie, what a crowd. Full house.
Yeah, actually, this is fantastic. I actually reckon this is probably more than last year. I'm going to put on the line there, I think.
You actually wasn't here last year.
Oh, yeah, because where were you last year?
I was on a boat cruise, so sorry about that,
yeah,
everyone.
That's fine. Don't rub it in, that's no dramas. But, you know, seeing lots of new faces, lots of old faces. Yeah, it's going to be, I'm excited.
Who's your best friend here?
Melissa Edwards.
I had to say that. She made me say that.
We go way back, way back.
I bet you do. Now, we won't talk about old times, but what a year last year. It was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it?
Firecrackers left, right and centre, I think, actually. Yeah.
Well, we did the netball telecast for the very first time.
Yes.
How great was that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we'll talk a bit more about that a little bit later tonight. The Storm.
Won the GF.
In the netball?
Yeah. Yes.
Come on, give them a crowd. They won the grand final. And of course, I'll let you say it. I don't want to be biased or anything like that. Who won the footy?
The Cats did, actually. Cats and I heard, I must admit, I wasn't actually there, so sorry, I was away that weekend. But versus Maipo, bit of a tussle, but yeah, Cats took it out, which was...
It was a tough day for Maipo, but well done to the Cats. They got the chockies.
Yep.
And yeah, absolutely. Give them a little quick clap. Who started that? Was you, Baz?
We paid him to do that, actually.
But one of the things that stood out was the actual strength of both the netball and football competition, wasn't it?
The bar has been raised for sure, and it's probably tricky because, you know, being in the RMNA for a long time, you do get a little bit used to seeing the same colours on a grand final day, so it was quite refreshing to see, you know, various colours on the day. Even one Jervois team, Go Out Juniors, the winners, we're very proud of them. But yeah, lots of depth.
Yeah,
it's like top end, bottom end.
It's just got better and better, and the fact that we've got state league netballers wanting to come and play in our league is absolutely amazing. I think that is just unbelievable, and it's raised the bar, and I think everyone just needs to get on board with it. And the fact they want to come out to the Remote League and play netball, it's just amazing for the actual competition. So well done to them.
Yep.
Let's think about this year.
Oh yeah.
It's getting exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's weird to know that it's next weekend that we start.
It's not far away.
No, it's not.
I forget how many days it is. I should have known how many days it is. But there's a buzz around Murray Bridge at the moment. They know it's coming, and it's exciting stuff. Now, who's your tips? I want to know for footy and netball.
Well, like, I should actually just say Jervois, really, for the football. But because I do like listening to the Ruck and Rover. Yep. On my way out to Karoonda, and in the mornings and on the way home from school. And from the boys, Fife is back here.
Yeah, put your hands up,
Fife. Come down
Fife.
and scare you, Fife. But I listened to the recent podcast with Fife, Francie, and obviously Harry and Scotty. And from what they've said, from what I know, because I know nothing really about football, I was saying to you, you rock up.
Yeah, well, you rate those boys highly, don't you?
I do, yeah. Yep, I do. You kind of almost grew up with Harry and Scott, and I work with Alex.
No, I actually meant Francie and Fife. Probably we rate them more than Chili and Harry.
Well, they're not even here tonight, so they can't defend themselves.
No, true.
Yeah, they're all over it, yeah. But no, sounding like the Cats are going to be the ones to beat for the footy.
What about netball?
I think it's going to be a tussle for the Malleys again, between Storm and Suns. I have heard some things about some changes and some movement, which will make it interesting, but I still think that it might be Storm, but I think Imps and Maipo are going to be clawing,
yep.
Sorry girls, to try and take it out. But honestly, Madam's really tough as well. There's all strength in all clubs, so I think the Storm are going to take it though.
Yeah, I'm thinking for netball Suns. I reckon the Suns will be hurting from last year's loss in the grand final, so I think they'll come back strong. And I reckon it'll be an Imps and Cats grand final. That's, well, I won't say who's going to win, but don't want to be seen to be unbiased or anything like that, but we'll roll with that.
Yep.
Now, we just do need to come up with some housekeeping, Cassie. Just a couple of things I want to mention.
Yep.
First of all, just please be aware we do have some cords just off to the left of the stage here. So when you're walking around and that's on the way through to the bathrooms, please just be mindful of that. And there is one other cord just over on the right-hand side here. We will be having some coaches up here tonight to have a chat to us. When you come up, if you could come into the middle, please, because we are live streaming tonight. So we've got RMFL TV on board, Griffo's on the camera. Mary Lou's sitting all the way out in the commentary box by herself. So a great job from those guys. So when you come up tonight, if you could just come around to the middle here, and that way all the viewers at home can listen in as well. If you haven't already put your mobile phones on silent, if you could do so now, please. Just double check that they are on silent. Cassie, we've got some special guests in the room.
Yes, I've got a nice long list here, which is fantastic. I'm going to start off with, obviously, one of our major sponsors, Walter Agencies. Muriel Walter is here this evening, so welcome to Muriel. We have Emma Puckridge and Gemma Will from Swanport Hotel. Thank you guys for coming as well. We have our Mayor of the rural city of Murray Bridge, Wayne Thorley, fellow Jervois person. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne Thorley, yep, perfect, excellent. We have our Mid-Murray Mayor Simone Bailey here, so welcome to Simone. Coorong Council Mayor Phil Simmons, Southern Mallee Mayor Ron Valentine, the Karoonda East Murray Mayor Caroline Phillips. See you on Tuesday night for parent teacher interviews. Member for Hammond, Adrian Federick. The SANFL Football Operations Coordinator for Eastern Zone, Shane Urin. And SANFL Game Development Officer for the Eastern Zone, Kayla Mudge. Welcome to yous. And also to another major sponsor, Daesh Irrigation and Fodder. I literally have here Brady and all the O'Neills. Welcome. Thanks again for all of your support and everything. West Adelaide Football Club Head of Football and Talent, Paul Streetfield, the RMFL Tribunal Commissioner, Kim Cox, the RMFL Umpires Coach, Matt Steinbeck, and members of the RMFL Umpires Panel, and then obviously to all of our club coaches, captains and officials.
Yeah, well done, Cass. Thank you very much for that. And at this point, we would like to acknowledge all our fantastic sponsors that are in the room tonight and not also in the room. I think it's absolutely amazing the support that we get from them. We would like to acknowledge the major sponsor of the RMFL in the Swanport Hotel. Thank you very much, Emma. And also for the netball, Daesh Irrigation and Fodder, the O'Neill family for that. So we do thank all sponsors, and particularly those major ones for fantastic effort on getting behind country sport.
Well, we wouldn't be here without them, so yeah, your support and contributions are greatly appreciated, so thank you. Oh, okay, Matt. First guest.
All right, let's bring him up.
Yes.
He's new in the position. He has got a wealth of football knowledge, half-handy player in his day, and please put your hands together for the RMFL President, Mark Steinert.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Matt and Cassie, as our host tonight. Will do a fantastic job. Also, as mentioned, to our major sponsor for the evening, Walter Agency CRT. I'm not sure if Muriel's here tonight. Now, Muriel has been a fantastic supporter of this event. We started this, rejigged it probably 3 years ago when the new clubs came in, the expansion clubs. And Muriel came on board as our event sponsor. And she's a private person, doesn't like the limelight, but to have someone who is able to support local sport, football, netball and the community in general with a generous donation each year. So I'm not going to embarrass Muriel and get her up here, but what I will do is just ask you once again just to put your hands together and show appreciation for the fantastic sponsor. Just following on from Matt and Cass, just a welcome and thank you to everyone for coming along tonight. Obviously, this time of year, leading up to the start of the season, there's so much to be done and we're all busy, but we do certainly appreciate everyone coming along. I think the season launch in its third year is now starting to grow into another one of the great nights in the football netball calendar. So we do appreciate you coming along. To all the special guests, Matt and Cassie just talked about the councils, to have the 4 district and the rural city council our whole league going over 5 councils itself, which is remarkable, from the border down to Meningie up to Mannum. So it's a huge coverage. So to all those councils, they know the importance of the football and netball clubs in their towns and their communities. So I'm sure the footy clubs and the netball clubs certainly appreciate the support of the council, and we also as well thank the councils for their involvement. So thank you also to the Murray Bridge RSL, so to Rod Harris and Jodie Maloney, who's hiding up the back there, the events managers. Thank you to them for hosting us tonight, and thank you, Jodie, for all your help. It is a fantastic venue, the best view in town, so thank you to you guys for your support. Also, as mentioned, we are live streamed tonight on RMFL TV. So we thank Matt and all the crew there, Mary Lou, Griffo. It does take a lot of people to make this run behind the scenes and in front of the camera, and all these guys put their time in, they volunteer to make this a fantastic night, and throughout the course of the year to make our live coverage, which was award-winning, Sample Award-winning a couple of years ago, so one of the best in the States. And also, as Matt mentioned, we've just started doing the RMNA A-grade games last year. There's another 3 this year, so that's another way we're branching out. So a big thank you to you guys for volunteering your time and making the TV coverage the best in the state. So thank you, guys. As mentioned, this year Matt Steinbeck's come on board as our new umpires coach. So we've got Matt up there with a few of the umpiring panel. So I know it gets said a lot, but we cannot play without umpires, and it's a tough job, but Matt's come in and made a real big impression straight away. Talking to the umpires, they're really happy, and it's a great place at the moment. Obviously need more umpires. We cannot play the game without them, and Matt will talk to Matt Steinbeck shortly as well. He's going to come up. So most of you guys would have met him already, but if you haven't, just pop over and say g'day. And again, same with the netball. We cannot play the game without umpires. So welcome to you, Matt, to the league. Obviously tonight is the RMNA RMFL season launch, and I'd just like to congratulate and welcome Emma Swan, who's taken on the role of the presidency this year. So we're both first year in, and we've had a little bit to do with each other, and it's a big job, but I've no doubt that you're going to do a fantastic job, Emma. And to Nikki there as well, and your executive, I'd like to wish you guys all the very best. To the clubs, as mentioned, the 2 expansion clubs playing the grand final last year with the Storm taking out the premiership. And when you look at the netball, there's court upgrades, lighting upgrades. There's so much exciting stuff happening, and I'm sure Emma will talk about that as well. So, excuse me, the River Murray Footy League and the River Murray Netball Association have had a long relationship, and it's been a great relationship. And not only will that continue, but I'm pretty sure that that will grow and flourish as the years go on. We have a unique position here with the football and netball playing together. When you go through a whole day, football's flat out, netball's flat out. It's a fantastic environment. So to all the clubs and the Netball Association and the executive, wish you all the very best for the upcoming season. So. To our football coaches, we have a few existing ones who are rolling around again. So Ben Quinn at Mannum, obviously Tate Silverlock, and chatting to Tate the other night, I never realised, but yeah, he's been here 8 years and 6 years as coach, mate, so went quick. So you've had a fantastic record, so it's terrific that you're going on again. And Brett Todd back at Imperials. Good luck to you, Toddy. Some recruiting, so obviously you guys are going to certainly be back up there again. And Dan Menzel. Probably would have been a pretty easy exit interview with Unga, I think, to get the job again, I would have thought. So good luck to you, mate. Brought a level of professionalism and eliteness, if that's a word, to our competition that just looking from the outside looking in, I think all other clubs, you've set the bar and all the other clubs are going, okay, we'll come and get you. So I think that you've sort of a standard that everyone's trying to achieve, so which is only going to make our competition so much better. So good luck to you guys. We have some new faces as well. So Ray O'Donnell at Ramblers. So welcome to you, Ray, and your family. Hearing good things about you from people at Ramblers. You've come to a club with great tradition, so much history as well, mate. So we wish you all the very best in your new role. And also to Stephen Clay at the Storm. I beg your pardon. So also to Tyson Edwards, beg your pardon, who's come in to Tailem Bend. To have a guy, we talk about Dan with his experience in AFL, to have a guy like Tyson come into the Tailem Bend Footy Club with 300 game AFL player, premiership player, You guys have got so much great talent out there, which is a credit to guys like Butch White and Dylan and Zazzy, these guys out there. So have a guy like Tyson come in, and again, I'm hearing great things about what's happening out at Tailem Bend. So wish those new coaches all the best. And also, I'll call them new old faces, or old new faces if you like. Steve Clay out at the Storm, new out there as well. And again, talking to people out at the Storm, doing good things and really setting some elite professional standards out there. And to Steve, he's not here tonight, but Tailem Bend first up, so just how it works. But looking forward to see what he can do out there at the Storm. And just on the Storm, congratulations. The last couple of years not been able to field under 18s, which is really tough. But they've now been able to field all their sides this year, which is a terrific. So to Ryan Pake and everyone at the Storm, congratulations on the hard work you've done. So, you are here, Steve. Sorry, mate, I didn't see you. Beg your pardon. Sorry, mate. Stand up, mate. I can't see you, so congratulations, mate. Also, one of the other new old faces, Tom Keogh. Tom's not here tonight. Streety, you must be having working down at Richmond, have you? So you have. Tom's just doing his apprenticeship with the 14s. So again, to have a guy of Tom Keogh's calibre, the 200-gamer premiership captain, to come back to the Suns, first of all to play, but now to actually be the coach is terrific. And also a guy I know very well, Ryan Lewis out at MyPo. Obviously the Meningie guys would know Louis pretty well, and obviously Ryan at MyPo, premiership coach as well. So terrific to see all those new old faces back here again. And I just, before I move on, I just want to acknowledge, I'll call them the foundation coaches if you like, for those three clubs. So we have Adam Moller, Nick Hyde and Adam Clum. I'm pretty sure within those clubs, you know exactly how difficult and how big a job that was to bring those clubs together. So for Adam, a couple of years ago, two clubs from two different leagues, and Clunny and Nick Hyde bringing two clubs together who for decades have been playing against each other, to bring them over a summer, bring them all together, get them under one banner to play footy and become one club. As I said, inside the four walls, I'm sure you guys know how hard it was, but probably externally, we probably don't realise just how big an effort that was. And I'd like to think that as history goes on, that those three guys in particular will be remembered very fondly at those expansion clubs. So if we could acknowledge Adam Moller, Adam Clun and Nick Hyde for the work they've done in those expansion clubs. So just on that, just trying to congratulate all the clubs and wish them all the best for season 2025. As I mentioned before, we've got a great quality of players coming here, and Dan, a word you set up on the dais last year about the River Murray Football League becoming a destination league where players want to come here because of the standard of what we've got. We play good footy here, it's a good standard of football, and I think with the predominantly dry grounds, that also relates to good standard of footy as well. We've also got a lot of clubs that are now looking to build infrastructure. Some have got grants, and I know a lot of talk we hear all the time, there's plenty of grants out there, go and get them. But those people that know it's difficult, it's a lot of work, a lot of planning, and sometimes there'll be a lot of disappointment and a lot of frustration. But we do have some of the clubs here, MyPo for instance, Manham, I know Imperial Netball Club and Dewhorse as well have got funds to build new facilities. So with our good standard of football, with our really good quality players, footballers and netballs coming in, I must admit when I used to go to the Barossa or down south and see these new facilities, I think, shit, how come we don't have that? But to those clubs that have been able to do that, that's just going to benefit our league and take us even further. And those clubs, I know there's a few that are still looking to get grants, stick at it, because I certainly feel that our footy league and netball league for that matter, I'm aiming high. I can't see why we can't be the best competition outside of Metro Adelaide. So aim high, everyone, and congratulations and good luck to all the clubs. And just in closing, I just want to talk about the importance of footy clubs and netball clubs just to your local community. Things are tough. You go back to the COVID era. After that, it was difficult for everyone, but I think playing sport, playing footy and netball just helped to bring, a bit of a sense of normality in what was a really abnormal time. And I think also at the moment, things are tough with day-to-day costs. Obviously with farming, last year was a difficult year. And because of our geographics here, we have a lot of farming towns, and we also have a lot of businesses that supply farming enterprises. So to be able to go to footy or go to netball, just to switch off maybe from the troubles you're dealing with, or to be able to go there and have that safe place or that place of normality and talk about what's going on, or don't talk about what's going on. Just go there and relax and enjoy and forget about crap that might be going on at the time. So to all clubs, football, netball, let's just keep in mind, you know, we're going to have clubs winning games, we're going to have someone win the flag, you're going to cheer hard and you're going to barrack for your own club. But also just keep in the back of your mind to the coaches and the players and everyone involved just how important your club is, not just to your members, but how important your club is to your town, how important your club is to your community, and just how important it is that everyone around that comes to all those 9 clubs, it's their safe place, it's their place where they feel like they belong, and a place where they can be happy for a couple of hours on a Saturday afternoon. Once again, thanks everyone for coming along tonight. All the best for the season 2025. Enjoy the night. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that, Mark. Okay, RMFL's done. RMNA's time. You got this. And you'll be slowly fine. Can we please give a huge round of applause, a nice warm welcome to the RMNA President, Emma Swan.
You're not nervous at all?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Now, Emma, do you want to wave to your kids first? They're watching at home on TV.
Oh, g'day, kids. Homework, bed.
So I've got to remember to just keep passing this mic to you too.
Okay.
First of all, I just want to quickly talk about second year in, we had 2 Mallee teams that are new into the comp, have come in and played in the grand final. How good was that for the actual RMNA competition?
Yeah, I reckon that was pretty good, Matt. I think maybe also underestimated how good the Mallee teams were going to be. Unfortunately, the Suns didn't get up last year, but they will be cranky going into this year because they were 5th, 23, missed out last year. So I reckon they're going to be the team to watch again this year. Storm did fantastic to get over the line, played really well through the finals, and I think what you guys have touched on with the football, we've also got plenty of netballers wanting to come out and play out here in our league. So it's going to be a good year ahead, I think. I think all clubs have gone, let's go do some recruiting, and there'll be some good depth through all of the grades, flowing down to juniors, the skill level, amazing.
Yeah, hang on to that.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, it has raised a huge bar, which I think is wonderful for the association and for everyone involved as well. But I have heard a little rumour on the mill about a live scoring system that's coming to play potentially this year. Can you tell us a little bit more about what's going on there, Em?
Yep, so we had Charlie Closey, who's been doing the recorder role for 30 plus years, retire, and from the association. She hasn't retired from Manham, she's still doing that, so good for her. She's doing a great job out there, but yeah, so we are moving forward. We're going to be doing some live scoring, some live, the scoring will be on Play HQ, and not all games will be live, but depending on what clubs can manage it, we're going to definitely trial the electronic scoring this year.
Yeah.
So, passed.
Yep.
I just want to just touch on the June long weekend for the country champs. First of all, what teams are you going to be sending down this year?
So this year we'll be sending down all our junior teams. So we've got under 11s, under 13s, under 15s and under 17s. Couldn't pull together a senior team, but there's plenty of talent in this in this league, in the association, that the girls could pull together a senior team. But under 11s is new to, I think they're in their 2nd or 3rd year for country champs, so they'll play on the one day. And then the 13s and 15s and 17s will play over the 2 days. Fantastic that these girls who compete against each other through school, through clubs, sport, get to come together for the 16 weeks and train together, play together. They don't only play at country champs, they'll head to Strathalbyn and represent the association over there. That's quite a tough gig over there because they're playing against some of the Adelaide teams. It's not just a country team, so Strath will be high quality umpiring, high quality games, and then they'll also play at Woodside as well. We're not heading to Loxton this year, but no, it's exciting to see those young girls with the talent coming through. and look forward to seeing them down there in June.
Absolutely, they will get so much out of that. It's just unbelievable. I've been involved with country champs over the years for many years, and I just for them to get their friendships and that, it's just amazing, isn't it? So.
Oh yeah, too right. It's like lifelong friendships that you form, and as long as they don't go club hopping and stick to their own clubs, they should be fine. No stealing, no stealing.
No, it's absolutely. And well, when I was coach, I wouldn't allow the players to wear club colours at any of the association games. It was you're in the RMNA colours, and it's because that's what it's all about. It's not about the club when you go down there for that. So.
No, well, we're really fortunate to have a independent exclusive sponsor for our rep team, and that is Riverglades Pontoons. So yeah, we're there on the back of our shirts, and the girls all proudly wear those shirts. So it's fantastic to see that we look professional and unified.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, I just talking about country champs. One of the very great coaches in the league, Pat Brown, who done some great things with country champs too, just in the crowd here tonight. So put your hands together for Pat Brown, please. Emma, thank you very much. All the best with the job. It's a big one, but you'll handle it with a breeze. I've got no doubt about that. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Nat. Thanks, Cassie.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Thank you, Emma. Well done. Absolutely smashed it. Now you can relax now.
She was nervous before that, wasn't she?
Oh, she did very well. Well done, Emma. Just want to do a quick little shout out again, Matt,
Yep.
actually, to Walter Agency CRT for being one of our major sponsors.
Yep, for the launch tonight, yep.
Yeah, for the launch tonight. They're all part of the rural merchandise. So thank you very much to those guys there for helping us out. So, like I said, we can't function without sponsors like that, and for events like this. So we're very, very lucky.
Who would you like to bring up on the stage next, Cass?
Yes, we're going to introduce the new RMFL umpires coach, Matt Steinbeck. So if he can come on up, we're going to have a little chat to him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
G'day. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Welcome.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Welcome. So Matt, tell us a bit about yourself. You're obviously new to our league. We've got some very interested people here to see who you are and what you're going to bring to the RMFL.
Yeah, I'm new across this year, coming out of the Hills Footy League, where I've been the last couple of years. And then before that, over on the far west coast, so over Sejuna way. So this is definitely a bit of a change for me. We moved up into the hills a couple of years ago, and yeah, really loving it up in this area. And this was just a new opportunity, a new challenge, and from what I've seen at the start, it's been a really exciting league to be involved in. So I'm looking forward to meeting everyone as the year progresses.
Just want to ask a question. How are numbers looking for this season?
Yeah, the ongoing challenge. It is, we've lost a few from last year, but we've gained a few. We would love many more to come out and join us. Plug training night tonight, so I've had to skip training to come along here, and I've given a couple of guys down the back a night off as well. But certainly, if you've got people that are thinking about it, we'd love to work with them. We'd love them to come along. We'd love to get along to your training. We'd love to support them doing B-grade games, junior games, and having our senior umpires run with them and develop them. So the league can't happen and games can't happen without umpires. We are going to call on you this year. There's going to be times when, gather round, for instance, in round 2 is going to be a real challenge. For me, unfortunately, I'm overseas for that as well. So I'm calling back on Jason from last year. So you will still have that experience around, and Jason stepped up into a role in the SANFL with umpiring. So he will be here to support us through that gap and try and help develop and recruit umpires as well.
Because what would be your one thing, Matt, that you would tell young or old aspiring umpires? Like, what's not words of wisdom or some insights as to what it's like becoming an umpire and what things to expect and how to battle, how to approach it?
Yeah, I guess for us, particularly for ex-players or people that have been involved in league for a number of years, you know footy, you know what a free kick is, so we can help you with the little bits about putting yourself in the right position to make those decisions. We're going to get it wrong. We're going to make mistakes during this year, and we're going to make a lot of them. But my role is to try and minimise those and put us in the best positions to make the best decisions and be consistent throughout the year. So that's what we're really looking for.
Yep, nice.
All right. All right, mate. Thank you very much. All the best for the season.
Thank you very much. Good luck to everyone. Thank you.
Yes, it's no easy job being an umpire. It's take lots of patience, guts, and just turning off ears and turning on eyes half the time. So
They do a fantastic job, and
yeah.
but I think we should time now to talk some interleague football.
Yes.
Now, I'd like to introduce someone very special here. He is the RMFL Vice President. He's also the interleague manager. He is the king of the Mallee. Please welcome Linton Barrett.
Thanks, Hoodie, for that. Yeah, just on interleague footy, but I'll also just chat quickly about zone. Thanks, Jody. Zone and state country. So just with the interleague, 2 years ago, we had our first win for 26 years against the Hills, which was a great effort. So well done for everyone involved there. The zone footy, I reckon we've probably supplied 70% of the team in the last 2 years. And at state level, we've had 5 different blokes play state country, which is a really great achievement, I think. So for all that to happen, it all starts with our coaches. So 2 years ago, Brett Todd put his hand up to coach the interleague side and did a terrific job. Anyone that knows Toddy, he's up and about, full of energy, and he brought a style of footy that I think RMFL footy plays a lot of, and that's free scoring. And yeah, a lot of run. So thanks, Toddy, for your efforts. He's not going on. So for 2 years, he's been our head coach, and along with Mark Thurston and Matt Linder, done a terrific job the last 2 years. Unfortunately, just didn't quite get over the line last year. But yeah, that first year was pretty special. So well done, Toddy. I'm going to also talk about the zone footy, a lot of players, but also Adam Clun. So yeah, Eastern Zone. Yeah, successful the last 2 years. So Clunny was the head coach there with Max Sparks helping out, Lou Bougen, team manager. So a lot of RMFL influence through the levels. So well done to those fellas. So what we've tried to do the last 2 years is take feedback on board and try and do things better, make it an environment that players want to be part of. And the first thing that we've done this year is, and unfortunately I haven't got a top to show you, but we've got training tops and warm-up tops that every player will get in the squad. So again, just try and do things better. Obviously that costs money. So made a phone call to Emmett's, and yeah, they're really quick to get on board. So Alicia, I haven't met Alicia, but I reckon Alicia's just there. Thank you for your support. So they will be our top sponsors. So when we get one, we'll have the Emmett logo on that. So thank you to Emmett's. Emmett's are also, during the season, they'll have 2 drive and ride days, one out at Maipo and one up at Pinaroo in the finals. One at Maipo last year was a real hit with little kids and big kids alike. So well done for Emmett's to get involved with footy and the RMFL, so thank you. Another thing we sort of have brought on board this year is to try and get organised earlier. So we're hoping to announce our squad maybe after round 3. So that's our aim, so that players have got plenty of time to commit, I suppose. And the other thing is we've decided to do is to announce our coach a lot earlier. When I approached this fella, I thought, gee, how good would this be, just to have a chat about footy? But when Dan Menzel said that he'd do it, I was absolutely stoked, because what he'll bring to our interleague, the experience he's got, and also the knowledge he can pass on to our younger players is outstanding. So thanks, Dan, for putting your hand up. Again, we talk about being organised sooner. So yeah, Dan's already got Ray O'Donnell who will be helping out, along with Josh Richo and KC. So Cole Challenge will be helping out too. So thanks for those fellas for putting their hand up. So that's about it for me, but yeah, I just think that we really need to keep pushing our interleague footy, because I think it does showcase your league. It showcases a style of footy that we play, and if we can get everyone on board and putting their hand up and say, yes, I want to be a part of that, I just think it's a really good look for our league. So well done. for the last 2 years, but really looking forward to this year at June long weekend against the Hills. Thank you.
Thank you, Baz. So I think after that announcement that Dan is going to be the interleague coach, I think we should get him up and have a chat to him right now. So please welcome Dan Menzel to the floor. So, first of all, congratulations on the interleague coach. Could you just tell us what your plans are and how you're going to go about the job?
Interesting. I mean, Linton spoke about it and Steiny spoke about it too, that 26 years, 2 years ago, was the first time we actually won against the Hills. So an incredible job by Toddy and his team and what they did, and that's the plan this year. I want to have as good a team on the park as possible. I'll be speaking with a few of the boys over the next month about hopefully playing and having a really good team that's going to come up against a good Hills side. Still working out the venue where it is, but it's going to be hopefully a really good ground where it's similar to our grounds out here, where it's nice to watch and it's nice to play in, and that's the plan from my end.
Just want to ask one more question before you jump in, Kaz.
Yeah.
Just want to ask, and you may not have made the decision yet, but do you plan to play?
I initially did not even think about it, that I would play. I just thought I'd coach. Until Linton said to me, have you thought about it? Do you want to play? And I said, I don't think it's probably necessarily the right thing to do. I said, why? And he said, well, I just want to win. So, if I can get 21 other guys that are capable and good enough, I'll sit on the sideline and coach. But at the same time, I still want to win. So I'll have a think about it. I don't think I will, but I won't rule it out yet.
Yep, sure.
I like how you're just trying to do a bit of... Everyone out there, everyone's on the edge of their seat, kind of what's going to happen there. So Dan, obviously you boys had a really good season last year. Where do you go from here now? Like obviously massive target on the back. What does the Cats do to go that one step further for this year?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's a real challenge for us, I think. I spoke with Tate just briefly before, and they've had some unbelievable success, and it's hard not to have a little bit of complacency from individuals at your club. They come, mate, you've won a flag. A lot of our guys play cricket, so it's been a slow start for some guys. So it's about switching that, I guess, mindset and mentality to be back in where we're all even to start the season. And we know that we are going to be hunted effectively. So there's two ways you can go about it, but it's exciting. And I think we'll be okay. I think we're in a pretty good position with our list across our A grade and our B grade. And so just really excited for a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, awesome. So all the best.
Thank
Do you
you.
have another question, mate?
I
Any other
think-
teasers you want to tease
I
out
think
here?
that's we're done with Dan. Thank you very much. I appreciate for you coming up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
So who are we going to bring up next, Cass?
Okay, well, we've started off with the Cats, so we might as well keep rolling.
Yep, we're going to roll this in alphabetical order is what we're going to do.
Yeah, which I was quite, as a teacher, I was really happy about that.
You're impressed about
actually.
that?
Yeah.
And you're also impressed you've got a clipboard as well.
I've pinched this from the Ag Club, so thank you to Mr. O from Corinda. Thank you, if he's watching.
Is that labelled?
Sorry?
Is it labelled?
Yeah. Ag 2024.
Yeah, there you go,
That's
thank
fine.
you.
Yeah, I've just snuck it in there, so thank you. But we're going to get Georgia Dent up here. She's new to the Coorong Cat, so we're going to come up and have a little chat to her. Welcome, Georgia. How you going?
Yeah, good.
That's good. So, new to the club.
Yeah.
What are some goals or focuses that you've got for the girls coming into a brand new club, brand new league?
Yeah. Essentially, we're wanting overall success. That's the ultimate goal. But we're also wanting to be really competitive. The court as well, obviously during quarters and matches, but also overall on the ladder as well. So, ultimate goal is that.
Yeah, nice.
George, any exciting changes for this year?
Okay, but
There you go.
we do have some Adelaide talent coming down, which is really exciting. But since being at the club, the depth that we have in the locals has been also exciting to see. And I'm keen to see them play together and see what they can bring as a whole.
Well, thanks for coming up here tonight. All the best for the season. Good on you.
Cheers.
Georgia Dent.
Thank you.
So now we'd like to move on, and from the Imperial Football Club, we'd like to welcome up Brett Todd.
How you going?
How you going, mate? Good stuff.
Okay, Brett. So, You would be very happy with the way you guys have recruited. Can you tell us a little bit more about how 2025 is looking for Imperials?
Yeah, it's looking very exciting. We've it's been work in progress for a couple of years, trying to get some sort of top end talent to help our younger guys improve and stuff. So we've been able to do that this year. So yeah, it's looking good at the moment.
Yep, nice.
So you finished third in 24. You obviously improved the list. So what is the what are we going to see from it this year?
Good question. No, we'll expectations probably risen a little bit. So we're pretty confident we'll challenge at the right time of the year. So, but obviously we're realistic and know there's a fair bit's got to go right for that to happen. So we're reasonably confident at the moment.
And you did that last year. You come good at the right end of the season, didn't you?
Yeah, 100%. So that obviously we weren't healthy as I would have liked, but at the same time we got minutes and games into guys, experience in finals, which is super for them. So going forward, their development's improved rapidly. So.
And Mr. Hollywood, Johnny Boris is back.
Yep, the great man's. I invited him down tonight. So
noted that.
Obviously, Clarkey is the new captain, and Jack Penfold's a vice, and they were both busy tonight. So when I asked Johnny if he wanted to come, he loves shows like this, so he jumped at it.
Yeah, it's wonder he hasn't asked to get him up here, but there'll be time for that. Mate, all the best of the season. Thanks for coming up and having a chat.
Awesome, thank you.
You introduce us.
Okay, so we're going to get up the wonderful Carrie Daniels for Imperials.
Welcome, Carrie. Come on in.
Come in.
It's good. How many years now you've been coaching?
8, 9 maybe? 9. Yeah, don't count COVID year, then it's 8.
Now, tell me, how's the side looking?
Yeah, quite good. We're just still training as a squad. We're not in any hurry at this point to select teams and probably won't do so till about a month or so in. Just want to give everybody an opportunity to really prove themselves. But yeah, we've had got a few new recruits. Toddy obviously spoke about the football recruits, so we've been lucky enough to get some partners in as a package deal. So yeah, that's been handy. And then we've got a couple of girls from the Coorong Cats in Brooke and Taylor Francis. So.
Yeah, see, I must admit, we've been having our trainings due to tennis, being at Jervois still, been doing our trainings at Christian Reserve, and Imps have been on the other side. And I think there's been a few times where both, I'm sure we can confess it on live on TV, both been looking through the fence at each other's teams, just trying to suss out who's where and everywhere. And
Had the binoculars out?
you got to. Play smart, not harder, So just like do some sussing out, be able to concede some new faces and obviously some old faces.
Yes.
Which is unfortunate. I mean, great for the club. They're staying around. It's really cool. Yeah. But Carrie, obviously got some years under your belt. What do you do, like when you got to come to the table again, another year, another season, another group of girls? How tough do you find it to try and ramp things up when you're trying to go back-to-back coaching?
I don't like doing the same thing twice, so I'm constantly striving to be a better coach so that, and try different things year in, year out, just to sort of keep others guessing as well. And obviously we've been the hunted for many, many years along with MyPo, but it'd be interesting to be the hunter this year. So we're looking forward to the challenge.
That's awesome.
Lovely stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Carrie Daniels.
Thanks, Carrie.
Alrighty, it's time to bring up to the stage one of the elite players and elite coaches in our league. Please welcome from Jervois, Tate Silverlock.
Bit of a disco for you, Tate.
I'm not sure why it does that, actually. Yeah. We're not doing that deliberately. That's something. I like that.
Thanks, mate. How are you?
I'm good.
All right, Tate, welcome. Are you having a good night so far?
Yes, no, it's very good. Sitting over there with mate Zane. He's
Zane?
enjoying
Mr.
it.
President.
So, the Prez, yeah, he's
Yep.
going well.
Yeah. And then you've got the other one next to you as well, unfortunately.
Cobbs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trouble.
Yeah, you've got to drag him out of the woodwork though for these things, don't you?
You do.
Yeah. But no, so Tate, how's pre-season been going?
Yep.
How's it all looking which it feels weird to ask you that as a fellow Jervois person, but we were discussing
Yeah, I haven't seen you train yet.
netball
What do you
and
think?
football. We don't always get to see each other. So yeah, how is Jervois going?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's been. We've had a few sessions at the Summit Oval in Mount Barker, so it's been a good little change up, really good venue for us. Played a practice game there as well on the weekend. But yeah, no, it's been we've had to put some work in. It's probably been the first time in a few years that we've been able to actually make the most of the duration of pre-season and really get that extra month of training in. So yeah, we've put the Ks in. Trying to create smarter footballers, I think, is the key for us this year. So we're hoping to see a bit more of a smarter brand of footy and have the shades of the tough stuff as well. So, but yeah, looking forward to that.
Mate, you've got some really good juniors. How do you, as senior coach, how do you take them to that next level?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of them are obviously spending a fair bit of time through West Adelaide ranks. Longy, Fruin boys. Great to see Chaz Balderson getting a crack at Glenelg. So yeah, these guys are great footballers. When we're lucky enough to have them at the footy club, we welcome with open arms. They've joined in at pre-season, and we get them to all these young guys coming through to really make a big effort for the senior guys. Your Scotters, TK when he was there, your Zeddies, these type of guys. Grab those young fellas and take them under the wing and test them. Instead of them running around with their mates, they're being pulled up with the older fellas and experienced players. So,
Nice.
yeah, that's worked well for us, I think.
Yeah, cool. Beautiful.
All right, mate. All the best for the season.
Cheers, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tate Silverlock.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Thanks, mate. Well done. Okay.
Kids stay on Jervois.
Yeah, I might as well introduce the next one
Yeah,
if
why
you
not?
like. So our new president actually, we've got some young blood,
Yeah.
pun intended,
Yeah.
at Jervois.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, thank you. I do try that sometimes. Works sometimes, doesn't work, that's fine. But no, Nicole Ciccone, our new president, come on up.
On in.
You got this.
Debatable.
Nicole,
Yes.
is there any exciting new changes, coaches? What's going on out at Jervois?
We've had a lot of our Inter 1 girls last year, they made the grand final. A lot of those have actually moved up into the senior sides this year, and they are playing in those higher grades, so it'll be, it's a new dynamic we haven't had for quite a few years to have, those new players, those new young players move up, having played, high level netball and into those roles.
Yeah. It's very refreshing, especially our reserve. We've got age range from 18 to 40, so it's been quite refreshing, which has been excellent. Brenda, if you had to sum up the season ahead in just a few words, what would you say?
I would say it's going to be an exciting season on and off the court. So with all of our new players across juniors and seniors, hopefully we'll get some wins under our belt, maybe make another grand final. That would be great. And then off the court, we also got a grant at the end of last season. So hopefully at the end of the year, we'll be able to break ground and build new club rooms at the netball facilities. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of Jervois, Nicole Ciccone. On to the Mallee Storm now, and he's the new coach this year. Please welcome to the stage Stephen Toasty Clay.
Nice to meet you. How you going?
Good, thanks.
Okay, so Stephen Toasty Clay. Do I even ask what the toasty, where that comes from, or is that non-PG rated answer?
It's a long-winded answer, so let's stay away from that.
Yeah,
For now.
just wanted to ask because I was just
Yeah.
intrigued. But no, so Stephen, how did you end up at Storm? Tell us a bit more about your trip out here and what are your aspects for the year?
So we had a phone call from my old coach, Corey Smelt, who I was out at Wallaroo with for the last 2 years, and he said that there might be some guys that might be interested in some coaching. I've been, the last 2 years while I've been at Wallaroo, I was also coaching at the Central Districts under 16s, so I was just a midfield coach and bench coach there, and that was quite fun and exciting, and just I sort of thought I'd always wanted to do some coaching, so I thought that when the phone call came, I met with Ryan and Dale, and we had a really good conversation, and it sort of went from there. It was something that looked good, it's something that looked exciting, and being a new club and not having much success, it was something that was really cool to sort of have a go at and see how we go, and why not?
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, mate, how does the squad look, and what is your main focus at this point?
So the squad looks pretty good. We look fairly new, and we've got at least 10 recruits in. So there's probably 2 still to come. So we're hoping. One said yes last night, so that was fantastic, and the other one we'll find out tomorrow night. So there could be 12 new faces at the Storm. So what I'm really hoping for us is we just want to be hard to play against. So obviously you wouldn't have to look too far at the results. You'll see that we weren't terrible, but I just want us to be hard to play against. So whether or not that just means we're harder at the ball, I just want other teams turning up and saying, hey, it's not just a win today. We're gonna have to earn it. So we want to focus on our ball movement, which most teams will nowadays. So we want to focus on that and just being hard to play against. So keeping the ball off them as long as we can.
Mate, well, I'm looking forward to it. All the best for the season.
Thank you very much.
Good on you.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, closely played.
Okay, so for the netball side of Mallee Storm, we're going to have Adam Morgan, the president, come up. So if we can welcome him to the stage.
Hey, guys.
Good stuff. Okay. Well, so I guess first things first, congratulations again on a wonderful season last year. Taking out the premiership was a wonderful achievement for not only obviously the A-grade girls but for the whole club. How much did it mean to everyone, coming in second year in our league and then taking out the big cup at the end?
It was great for our club. We sort of knew that we could be pretty good. Corinda and Pete coming together, they played off in the last grand final of the Mallee League, and we knew getting them together and that sort of thing, we could build on that. So we've had some help there, and not only winning the A grade, winning the Inters won, them going through the year undefeated. From some unfinished business from the year before was really good as well.
Yeah, and I must admit, I loved coming down the main road of Corinda and seeing lots of pink, blue, and white, black balloons. It felt like about a month. But how was your celebrations? Probably again, be careful.
Yeah, they were good. Great celebrations. No, the girls partied well, and look, well done to them because they dug in early in the year. I think when we were at best and fairest count, I don't think the only person that tipped us was the Suns coach. Thanks, Danielle. So we were happy to be underdogs. We're happy to be underdogs again.
Yeah, nice.
Adam, so let's talk about this year now. Is there any changes to the side?
No, just a bit of local bolstering, really, and a bit the same as Jervois. We've got a lot of inter-ones have moved up. Really good to see them play senior netball this year and not having the distraction of having to play a full game of inters as well. So I think we'll see them improve out of sight.
So is there like a maximum height, like 6 foot or something? Like, is it just to pre-warn us smaller netballers? What's the average height?
These shorter netballs always mention they're too short.
Oh, it's okay, because I'm built for speed, so I've got nothing to worry about. I'm fine. It's more the other people I'm more worried about.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Morgan, the president. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Aaron. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to Madam now. And unfortunately, Benny Quinn, the coach, can't be with us tonight, but we've got a really handy fill-in in the president in Clint Warhurst.
So I had...
That wasn't me. I was going to say, Clint, welcome, well done. So welcome, Clint. Thank you for coming and having a chat with us tonight. Great to have the Sturt boys back in Chavreshki and Kobe Dabra. Do you want to?
Yeah. So definitely awesome having Chatty back. We lost our key forward last year halfway through the year. Decided that
footy wasn't really his key thing at the point, which is a bit disappointing for us and definitely left a hole. But to have Chatty come back, I don't know if anyone's seen his hands, but they're 3 times the size of mine. But just to see him in action is amazing, and he loves the club, and we love having him there. And same with Kobe, he's just an absolute machine, and I feel sorry for anyone who tries to slip past Kobe, because he's going to absolutely rip you to shreds.
Yeah, nice.
How did you go with your pre-seasons? You had a couple of pre-season games. Was the form good?
Yeah. So we've actually had a bit of a change up with our pre-season training this year too. We've got another strength and conditioning coach in, and he's sort of changed it up a bit for us, which has been really refreshing. All the boys have bought in. We're doing our running in our own time, which lets us focus more on moving the footy and doing some more contested stuff. And it really showed our first trial. We did on that really blistering hot day lately. We had a 6-quarter hit out against Gawler Central last minute. We had another one lined up. They pulled out. Gawler Central wanted to play an internal before ours, so we said, well, we don't have our trial anymore. Do you want to have a go? And anyone who knows Gawler Central footy, they're pretty hot on it, and it was a really good hit out, good 6-quarter hit out. And then last week we had Meadows Football Club come up, and we had a full club trial, which was really good, juniors, seniors, and it was really good to just get some intensity around the footy, and there was some hot footy for the first 10 minutes of each quarter, and then after that it just started to flow, so it was really good. Yeah.
Well, lovely work, Clint. Thanks for coming up. All the best for the season.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so also obviously from Manham, we're going to invite up Gemma Woolard to come have a little chat with us. So welcome, Gem.
The A-grade coach.
Look like there for you. No, so Gem, obviously Manham's always very competitive. Talking from experience, playing against you guys. So what do you girls need to do this year to go to that next level? Because like I said earlier, I know it's a lot about like Mallee and Imps and Maipo, but Manham's always there.
Just on the edge.
Yeah, always want to have a go.
Yeah, I think for us it's really about nailing the basics. So we're going back, working on our fitness, and just working on some of those things like footwork and getting it all under control so that we can be at our best when we take the court for that first round next weekend.
Nice, excellent.
Now, you didn't play last year, did you?
No, I had a baby.
You're back this year?
Yes, back this year, Matt. Yes.
Now, just want to think about the pre-season. Is there any players in particular, one or two, or anyone in particular that's really stood out to you?
There's been a few. We welcomed Meg Lewis into the Madam Netball Club this year, which has been really, really handy, and she's been taking on some of our pre-season training, so that's been really great, getting us all running. And there's some really interesting young guns to watch out for. So coming up from our Inters, Amber Webber in goals, and little Sienna Rackstein has really impressed me out at trainings this year so far. She's still in Inters, but is going to have a bit of a crack in seniors this year too, so I'm excited to watch them play.
Lovely work. Well, all the best, and I hope you have a good year.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jem.
Great coach, Gemma Woolard. Oh, time for a little bit of football royalty next, Cass.
I know.
You're really excited about this one.
I do idolise this man actually a lot. He's an absolute laugh, but he's got some really solid values which I align with as well. So he is.
And he was just recently on the Ruck and Rover podcast.
Yes.
Some really interesting listening to his story.
Yes, he was fantastic. Lots of giggles, but
Yep.
some really deep conversations, which was really good to listen to as well. So yeah, it was a really good one. If you haven't listened to it, jump on and listen to it.
Well, let's get him up from the Maipo Football Club, Josh Coulter.
Thank you. I'll give you that 50 later.
My job here is done.
Mate, so Ryan Lewis back in the top job. Yep. I sense that he's really excited about the year.
Yeah, he is. He's ready to go, and he apologises for not being able to make it. He's just started his new gym, so he's pretty busy. So really excited. I'm pretty lucky to be helping him out, and got to watch Stevie the last couple of years, and now Ryan, so 2 premiership coaches. And those who have done their research, my coaching record's not great, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah. So, Courts, what's your role at Maipo this year?
Under 11s head coach and assistant coach to the A grade.
Oh, okay. Yep. So 2 questions for you. First one, what does like a typical training look like for your under 11s? Are they doing suicides? Are they doing push-ups?
I'm glad you asked actually. So we're doing goalpost shuttles for the warm up.
Yes.
And then that's usually followed by a chat of trying to get a couple kids off the post. And then we really are just working on the fundamentals. It's so nice to hear, even like, hearing Dan speak and obviously lift to that level, but it's all built on fundamentals. So getting footies in their hand, being a good teammate, I reckon is the best thing that we focus on. And I'd do that with any kid, kids I teach, kids I coach, your own kid.
Yep.
It's really important. So yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So then, obviously sitting with A grade, I've just read grand final rematch is round 1 at Meningie.
It is.
Yep. So like, what's the vibe with the boys? Like, what sort of things are you doing at trainings? Do you have like Meningie cats up on a wall with
Can't do that these days,
Yeah,
Cass.
I just wanted to check, just for your safety.
You can't circle players' names anymore. Everyone's a bit precious. So, yeah. It's a bit strange.
Yeah.
Your name wouldn't be on there, though, Dan. We'd leave you alone, mate. You've been through that.
It does. It's just got like love hearts all around it, though, instead.
Hopefully not speaking out of school, but we just try and kick more goals than them, honestly.
Yep, okay. But otherwise, like, if you guys have had a good pre-season, boys looking fit.
Yeah, have a look at Geordie Heinzrig. He's looking real good at the minute. If anyone hasn't seen, he's very fit. He's good to go.
They want him to take off
The
his
girls
shirt.
did say so.
For those who can't
we
hear,
have
there
had
has been some shirt, like they want a shirt to come off.
We've had a lot of people watching training actually with Red Colour and Jordan Hine with their shirt off running around the oval, so it's been quite good. I've been very impressed.
Bring the crowd in.
Awesome. Well, all the best for you and the boys and the under-11s as well.
Thank you. And just before I finish, I do want to say that Alex and, the Pfeiffer and Rancy, I do respect you, but Ruck and Rover's got you covered, mate. So my love's for Ruck and Rover. And Johnny, good to have you back, pal. Looking forward to it.
Perfect.
Thanks, mate.
Josh. Cool. It's good luck.
Yeah, put your hands together for Josh. Now it's time to get one of the gun players in the Netball Association. Now, will she be a gun coach? Is about what we're going to find out. Please welcome from the Maipolonga Netball Club, Stacey Smith. Come on in, Stacey. Now, I hear there's some exciting changes at Maipo.
Yeah, there's all sorts happening. We've got an extra court. All the courts have been redone. We're getting new toilets. We're getting netball change rooms, which I'm pumped about. A shower after the game at the Mallee clubs is like the best thing ever. So we'll be able to return the favour, maybe not this year, maybe next year, but it'll all be happening this year. Footy change rooms getting an upgrade. We're getting ambulant toilets, which is really important and something we've been lacking for a little while. I don't know, I'm probably missing some things, but there's a long list, and there's a long list of people who have been responsible for helping out with that. But quick shout out to Boomer, Jason Stewart and Joel Eckerman, who have really driven all the work behind the scenes, all the donations and contributions from the local community and township, but also local businesses. So we're very, very excited and very, very lucky.
Awesome. It's very exciting when those things start happening. It's like it's like a little dream come true, really. So in saying that, how is the club building a strong team culture both on and off the court? Because obviously there's lots of great positives happening off the court, but what's Maipo doing to help build that? Because you guys have always been really strong culturally both on and off the court, but like, what do you guys still, what's happening more to really lift that for this year?
Yeah, always be better, I reckon. We are really lucky that we have good numbers year in and year out. So we haven't done any recruiting actually. So just, backing our local gun netballers who, we've had a couple who have had like babies and stuff come back, which is really exciting, adding some height and some depth to our squad. But more broadly across the club, we've focused a lot the last couple of years as a squad on our values and behaviours that we want to be known for and the legacy that we want to leave, but working with the whole club with the support of the committee to broaden that is really exciting. We already have some awesome things in place, like a buddy system where all the A squad players have a buddy team and they need to get out to some trainings and games across the year. Pumped to be kind of building that values piece across the whole club.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Thank you. Well, good luck for the rest of the year. I'm sure I'll see you out on the court at some stage.
You're going to be running around the A grade, eh?
No, probably umpiring. I'll be more the one blowing and making more noise. But no, I'm in A reserves this year, so I'll be watching from the sideline. Yeah.
Thank you, Stacey.
Yeah.
Lovely week. All the best. Alrighty, back to football now. The Rambler Football Club. He's brand new to the RMFL. Please welcome Ray O'Donnell.
I feel like I might need to break out and dance when that
Yeah, it does.
music
So
comes
you
on.
just get a bit of a go and then it stops on you.
Yeah.
Come on in, Ray.
Ray.
Oh, mate. Mate, you're obviously brand new to the RMFL. Can you just tell everyone a little bit about yourself? You hold it. Hold it right up.
Yeah, obviously coming to the league this year, I've heard really good things about the place. Coming from the Southern Football League, spent a lot of time in association and zone footy, so really keen to get involved in that and help push it with the league itself and all the players. Been, yeah, pretty good intro so far. We're a very welcoming club, good people around the place. Just pretty excited at this point in time.
Yeah. So obviously being brand new, who has been some key people or key players or key families who've helped you out at the club to make you feel welcome?
Well, quite a lot. There's a pretty good football department down there. Obviously we've got the O'Neills, Alex Pfeiffer O'Neill at the back there as well. Mr. Bald's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Mate, well, thank you very much, Ray. All the best for the year.
Beautiful.
Good stuff.
Oh, no, that's good.
Oh, let's talk netball now. Cass?
Yes, and speaking about O'Neills, we're going to have Annabelle O'Neill as the Ramblers rep, so she's going to come up and have a little chat. Welcome to Annabelle.
Come on in, Annabelle. So, looking back on last season, what were some of the biggest highlights for your club?
I guess we had a few. You would have seen at our courts we got our new 2 LED scoreboards. So without our members and the support of our sponsors, that wouldn't have been possible. And yeah, they've just brought a whole new watching game for our Saturday. So yeah.
Yeah, nice. And so going on from that, how is the club building a strong your culture both on and off the court? Like how are the girls looking? Are you playing this year? Are you putting on the dress?
I
again?
am.
Yes, perfect, excellent. I mean, shame about that. But no, so how's it all looking? How's the girls looking? What's the vibe at the club at the moment?
Yeah, look, not too bad. Kanisha Seidel has stepped into coach, so we're sort of getting on track now coming into starting next week. But a big focus for us this year is just getting our senior girls to really bond with our juniors. Last year we held a few clinics, so yeah, just trying to build that relationship across the board this year with those girls stepping up to seniors, making them feel comfortable. So yeah.
Awesome. That's so good.
Yeah.
Lovely work. Thank you very much, Annabelle.
No worries.
Good on you. Hands together. Now, we talked about the buddy system before, which was happening around at my pub. We've got it also at the Suns. From the Southern Valley Suns, please welcome Rory O'Driscoll and Shiloh Dabnett. She just won't keep going, will it? Rory. How you going, lady? How are you?
Awesome.
Good.
Okay, so now I heard that Tom's your coach out there, who's unfortunately not here with us this evening. But how has Tom been going as your new coach? You guys can share here.
Yeah, you go first.
Yeah, obviously beforehand we had Nick Hyde who set some standards in place, and yeah, Tom's a pretty knowledgeable guy, and he's brought some good things for everyone to follow, and yeah, it's gone pretty well so far.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, Charlotte, you answer.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's yeah, we had it. Like Nick's been mine and Rory's coach for 4 years, and been really good to get a bit of fresh voice and things like that. And he's come in keen as to really give back to the community what he thought he owed, which he doesn't really, but he's given back a lot, and it's yeah been excellent. So he's driving things really well.
Suns have been in the comp now for a couple of years. I'm just curious on both you guys, your take on the standard of the league and how it's all working since we've had the merger.
Yeah, well, firstly, obviously coming from the Mallee, we thought we were pretty good in the Mallee, but then coming to the River Murray, it's definitely been a step up. But I think it's been great for us as players and all our juniors to be able to play against, better players, better competition, and obviously for the younger teams, play against people their own age. Obviously in the Mallee, we were playing up a lot of the time. So.
Yeah, no, the standard, it's been a good jump. Like, I think we always had a top-end talent there. Like Rory's come here, he was a top liner in the Mallee. Comes here, he's a top liner here. Tom Kao, Josh Nissen, similar. But it's just that bottom 5 or 6, that are 7, that are really the difference. And then a lot of people, young fellas are coming up, growing up into a decent standard, pushing up, and it's helping them along, yeah.
Good stuff. All the best for the season, guys. Look forward to it. Good setup.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, so with the netball side of things, from the Southern Mallee, we're going to have Danny Nichols come up. Just trying to say there's no music that time.
Come on in.
Welcome, Danny.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Very well, thank you. So, obviously, great effort on last year's season, making it to the grand final, just missing out. How was the experience though for your club? What was it like? How are you guys feeling after last year's season?
I think we were feeling pretty positive. Obviously, disappointed on the day, and it was as it was. You have a loss like that on the grand final. But I actually walked away feeling really proud, and just the girls that had built such good relationships and just gave the rest of the club the strength. Like the whole club felt it.
Yeah.
So didn't have to win the flag, but just getting into a final like that, it just amps it up for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just curious, how's the side for this coming season? Any ins and outs, or what have you done? What's the team like?
So we've got a very different team. We've got a very similar attacking side, which is quite good, but we've also lost our whole defensive side. So we're rebuilding with that, but we're actually still probably a bit like imps. We're probably going to have to play around a bit for a little while, because there's girls that have come in quite late, like in the last 2 weeks, that have decided they want to have a go, which is awesome, but very tricky when I'm living in Pinaroo and I need to get to Adelaide to watch these girls. So I don't want to make decisions just based on past history. Some of these girls I coached with regionals, which is a little bit exciting for me, so I know their potential, but whether they're up to this next standard will have to be seen.
Yep.
Well, all the best for the season. I think you can still be very, very competitive, and all the best.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Danny.
Time to talk Tarlan Bend footy. Now, all week you've been ringing me. Tyson Edwards is coming. Tyson Edwards is coming. Can you make sure I get a signature, all that sort of stuff? And then you're a little bit flat, aren't you, at the moment?
I even brought my favourite pen and everything. I was just hoping, because I must admit, I'm a poor Adelaide person now, but still a Crows person, grew up a Crows person.
Yep.
Tony Modra had a poster of him on my wall, like a really big one. I asked Santa for one and he gave it to me. But then Tyson Edwards was my next favourite. And I might have met him once at Subsize and Netball from my best friend Mel. Thanks, Mel. But yes, I was looking forward to him to do a little bit of fangirling tonight, but that's okay because we've got...
Oh, we've got someone just as good.
Well, I was going to say, it's now with the current... We're not going to talk about it too much, but the current team of choice, it's a Westhoff.
Yep.
So I was a bit like...
Bring him up then. Bring him up.
Nick Westhoff, come on up. Nick's like, what have I walked into, seriously?
Yeah. Come in, Nick.
Hey, mate.
How you going?
Good stuff. Nick, I'm actually, obviously, now that the coach is not here, we can actually talk about him. So I'm curious to, he got appointed on the 15th of November. I'm really curious to how you found him so far and what's he brought to the club.
Yeah, thanks. Tough shoes to fill, but he's brought a level of professionalism that I think we've needed for the last couple of years. We've been around the mark, we've challenged for 3 or 4 quarters most of last season, and we just needed that next level of polish, so I think he's going to bring that this year.
Yeah, and obviously with Talon as well, they've had really strong juniors. I think it was both the 17s and the 15s that took it out last year, I believe. Yep. So have you guys, like, you got your juniors coming up through, been able to retain some coming up into the seniors, and you're still looking to be quite strong in the juniors as well?
Yeah, that's right. So we've been successful for the last few years. We've recruited some new numbers in, but I think it's really going to be that the kids coming through. There's some real, in the last couple of trial games, there's been some real positive signs. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, awesome. Cool.
Thanks, Nick. Thank you very much. All the best for the season.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks,
Nick Westhoff.
Okay, so then sticking with the netball side, we're going to invite up the President, Joe Lockham, to have a little chat.
I've only got a second of dance.
No, a little bit of something there for you, Joe, at least, so, which is great.
Come on in.
Cassie.
Welcome, Joe. Thank you, dear. Thanks for coming up and having a chat with us. So, Taylor Bent, club culture, obviously it's a huge value that you guys have there. It's so important. How are things going at Taylor Bent?
Yeah, look, we've started off like club culture very strong, year in, year out, tough. But we come together to have the annual beer pong championship.
Yes.
So it's many years in the making, and that was huge, massive.
It's very important.
Everyone got involved, and it was a big night. So yeah, club culture's huge. On the court, the girls have been out for a while. We've had junior buddy nights, and their fitness is up there. So yeah, we're just looking forward to getting going.
Awesome.
Joe, something exciting. I heard a little whisper earlier in the night about a new scoreboard. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we were lucky enough, and thank you to the Coorong District Council, to secure a grant for a digital scoreboard. So that's coming. It won't be here for the first game. So it's similar to one of the Mallee ones on the pneumatic trolley. Yeah, pretty exciting to keep continuing to get the facilities and infrastructure
Absolutely.
going.
And Denise Edwards coaching the A grade?
Absolutely.
So a wealth of experience there with Denise and
Mel.
And Mel, yeah, they
Yep.
were in very good hands there, won't the players be?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, you know, we're looking forward to getting on the court and, you know, showing that fitness and perhaps bring a little bit of something of a surprise to this year.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to it. All the best for this season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you. Yeah, for years, you know how Emma was bringing up about not poaching players?
Yeah.
I've always tried to get Mel to come across to Jervis, but
Yeah, we've
I'm
only,
sure
just
her
got
family
chili,
would-
we only just got chili across the river, so we can't do that. So.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead to me. That's fine. No, he had to do it. Had to do it. It's for M for his fiancée, which is very
Yes.
lovely, which is really good.
Absolutely.
So, okay, Matt. So I think we've spoken to all the clubs now.
We have. Yep.
So you're going to have a little chat to us now about the RMFL TV and what's going to be happening for it for 2025.
Absolutely, yep. We'll try not to keep you too long, but just want to bring everyone up to speed to what's going on this year with RMFL TV. As some of you may know, Shane Snell, who's been in charge of RMFL TV, is having a break this year. His amount of work was unbelievable. So Mary Lou Griffiths and myself will be looking after RMFL TV this year. Crowd favourite, Alex Button, will be back to assist me with commentary, and all our production crew, Griffo and Jimmy and all those, will be back again. I am away for 5 rounds straight after Easter, so we're going to have some cameo appearances by Shane Snell, David Shencher, Mark Knight and Joshy Noy, going to be coming and doing some commentary while I'm away for those 5 weeks. Netball, really excited that we're back on board with 3 games of netball. So round 1 will be at Meningie for the Cats v Maipo game. Round 10, Ramblers v Manum. And in round 12, Imperials v Jervois. So there was 3 sides last year that didn't get any coverage. Those sides are getting looked after in 2025. So super excited about that, and certainly looking forward to that. With the football, in the first round, every club will get 2 games. So it won't necessarily be, be 2 away games. It was just basically how the draw worked that we could make it work, that everyone got two games. In the second round, the RMFL TV crew will choose the match of the round. So that may not necessarily be the top teams. It might be a 6v7. If we think it's going to be the closest game and the best game to go and watch, that's where we'll be. So if you're informed in the second round, so some sides may get several games in the second round. It's just the way it's going to be. So, but certainly you're guaranteed 2 games in the first round. I just want to mention that before the game has gone from strength to strength, We've got Professionals Murray Bridge back on board as the sponsor of Before the Game. Of course, we've got a sponsor also. We've been talking a bit about the Ruck and Rover. Chili and Harry have put their hands in the pocket, and they will be sponsoring Matt's quiz on Before the Game. And we certainly, the response from after last season, people wanting to come in and get on board with RMFL TV has just been unbelievable. So we've certainly been overwhelmed with the amount of response. So the views that we're getting on just before the game and also our live telecasts are huge numbers. So certainly I think that's only going to go from strength to strength in 2025. If at any time you've got any issues, pick up the phone, give me a call. I'll do my best to fix them. The other thing that we'll be asking the clubs to do this year, and I will be sending out an email, is that we want to make sure that we acknowledge on Before the Game player milestones and any other little special occasions, births, that sort of thing. So I do ask clubs that whoever's in charge of doing their social media, if you could, as soon as you know that there's a milestone game coming on, please send me an email and let me know so we can get it into the script, because it does take about 4 hours to do a 45-minute show with that script. And then, of course, what we don't want to be doing is on game day adding things into the script, because I've gone onto the clubs and had a look to see what was, if someone's in a milestone game. We don't want to miss it. We want to make sure that we get all those important moments for all the clubs. So please, I'll make sure my email is distributed out there. Ideally, we don't want it on a Saturday morning. So I'm up to very late on a Friday night doing the script. So if we could get it through to me sooner rather than later, that would certainly be much appreciated. Come back in, Cass. We are just about done.
Yes.
It's been a great night.
It's been fantastic. It's very good to hear from all the clubs, coaches and presidents, captains. It's been makes me feel even more excited about next weekend now.
It does, and I think a few of them were very nervous. They did very well, didn't they?
Oh, they smashed it. Nothing to worry about. Everyone's professional.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, we've just got a couple of thank yous just to wind the night up.
Yeah, so first one, we're going to say a huge thank you to Murray Bridge RSL for hosting us. Thank you for food, drinks, everything's amazing.
The crew from RMFL TV, Mary Lou's sat in the commentary box just out the back door here all night by herself. Thank you to Griffo, been looking after the camera. Great job from the RMFL TV crew.
Another huge thank you to tonight's major sponsor, which is Walter Agency CRT, obviously to Muriel Walter. So thank you again for helping us put on a really amazing night. Thank you. Cassie,
You've been absolutely magnificent. Love your work, and thank you very much for putting your hand up and joining me here up on stage.
Well, and same goes to you too, Matt. Thank you very much for having me. Thanks for taking all my emails and text messages and things I was just throwing at you. So it's been a pleasure. So thank you very much.
You're quite welcome to hang around and have a bit of a drink and social network, and can't wait for round one. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.